You can get Sky Blaster.
What's good, YouTube? Team PK here.
Common one, but
We've got Ryan Fair. What did you do today?
The hashtag real Ryan being a rarity go.
I bubbled out. So I went X1 with my Flower Cardian deck, which is really cool. But I bubbled out because all my opponents suck.
Oh no, I don't think he got
But yeah, no, I think it was fun. I had a lot of fun, and it's like it's got a little bit of spice in there as well. I played 45 cards because I needed to make room for 5 specific cards. Very important.
All right, let's get into the profile, shall we?
Cool. I got 3 Flower Cardian Pine. This is literally the deck's like only normal summon. So it's like it's hyper hard to like get a not bricky hand. But it's cool. Like all the Cardians have like an effect when you summon them. You draw a card and show it. If it's a Cardian, then something good happens. So this is kind of like how you get things started. You hope to see this.
67.
Then I have 3 Flower Cardian Cherry Blossom with Curtain. So this guy is like the other sort of like starter card. You kind of want to aim to like open one of these at least in your opening hand. So this guy's effect is you can special summon it by revealing the top card of your deck, and if that top card's a Flower Cardian, you get to summon this for free. Then you get to keep the Cardian too, which is nice. +1s. But this guy also has an effect that when a Flower Cardian battles, you can discard it to make it gain 1,000. So it's a little mini like Alistair effect built in, which is cool.
Alistair before Alistair came out.
Yeah. Also, like obviously they're all warriors, so you play Rhoda. These are the only ones you can search with Rhoda as well. It's just like consistency and whatnot. Then I'm playing 3 Flower Cardian Peony with Butterfly. So this guy's cool. Like you can special summon this guy by tributing a Flower Cardian. You reveal the top card. If it's a Cardian, of course you get to keep it, and then you can stack your opponent's deck like a drones. So you can like look at the top 3 and be like, okay, I want you to have that one. But you can also put them at the bottom. So if they're all good, then you put them at the bottom, so you don't get a dilemma. On top of that, it's also the tuner, and all the tuners in the Cardian deck turn every monster, including itself, into a level 2, whether it's used for a Synchro summon. So like you Synchro for like say these guys on the board, like obviously that does not equal 6, but you can like go 2, 4, 6, which is nice and handy. Next we have 3 Flower Cardian Willow. So this guy's insane. Like you shuffle a flower, you target a Flower Cardian in your grave, shuffle it back and draw a card. You can do that with extra deck monsters as well, which is like super neat because you just keep drawing through your deck and finding the pieces that you want. Also, it's one of the hard ones per turn. So like if you can bring this back, then you just keep using it, and you just go through, filter through your deck until you find the perfect combo. Then I play 3 Zebra Grass. This guy's like a reload on legs. So when he's summoned, you can reveal any number of Flower Cardians in your hand, shuffle them back in the deck, and then draw that amount. So it's like hand fixing as well. And also these guys are part of a group of Flower Cardians that special summon themselves when you control a Flower Cardian with a lower level than it, which you normally do. And also belonging to this group is Polonia. This one sucks. Like this guy's effect is when it's targeted for an attack, you can draw a card and end the battle phase. So it's like if someone actually decides they want to read this, then it just does. It's blank. But it's important because there is a card that I'll show you later that you're required to run these guys for. So there's those. The other thing though is like this is a free special summon because like it's the highest level one, so you can basically summon this whenever because you're always going to have a lower level Flower Cardian than that. One of this Flower Cardian Willow with Calligrapher. I played this because like it's an additional tuner. Sometimes you need access to an extra tuner. Like this guy's effect is like when it's summoned, draw a card, reveal it, it's a Cardian, you get to special summon it if you want. So it's like relatively irrelevant, but you can special summon this guy by attributing this, specifically, the same level one, or there's a bunch of Flower Cardian spells that help you cheat it out, so it's like you're always going to be able to make this, and worst case, you can just banish it off of Allure of Darkness. The spiciest part of this deck, which like always won me, it's won me so many games for no apparent reason. Like if they had basically if they didn't have draw every game, I got into this, and it's just all the Exodia pieces. So like. This deck just has like ludicrous draw power, so if you can control what you're top decking with the Flower Cardian cards, then you can just go like draw into this and just like manipulate what you're drawing, manipulate what goes back into your deck. Because like a lot of these guys, when they're summoned, yes, you do have to reveal a top card. If it's a Cardian, then if it's not a Cardian, then whoops. So getting rid of these is a bit rough, but I have ways to mitigate that. But like yeah, every game I just naturally got this, which was cool. Onto spells, 3 flower stacking. This card is cheating 101. So you go into your deck, find 3 Cardians with different names, put them on top in any order. So this is like this combos really well when you open with like these guys. So you can like play this, stack your deck with Cardians, and you can just like combo off. So you just go like stacking with this. You're like stacking, put like one of these and like your tuner on top of your deck, and then like you like normal summon. I got this fantastic effect, special summon. I got this tribute, and then you'll normally get like Willow after that, and then you'll be able to special summon Willow, shuffle back the guy you tributed with this, draw a card, and then you synchro into Moonflower, which draws you more cards. And that's pretty much why you can draw so many cards, because Moonflower's broken. Card Nation. This is actually like this card is literally broken. So this card's effect is like you can target a flower card in your graveyard, add it to your hand, and then you can special summon a card in from your hand. So even if you have just one card left in hand, you can return the flower card in and special summon the one you added from grave. So like it's effectively Monster Reborn. Then when this is sent off a Flower Cardian effect, so if you happen to top deck this off a Flower Cardian effect, you excavate the top 5 cards in your deck, choose any spell or trap from among them, and add it to your hand. So like, it's nuts.
Love stacking.
Stacking your deck. This card is pretty ludicrous as well, Flower Gathering. So this is like the only hard once per turn spell. So like you activate it and then you can special summon 4 Flower Cardians with different names with 100 attack. And there are only 4 Flower Cardians with different names with 100 attack. So you only can summon this, this, and this. These are the only guys you can summon off of it. So you have to make sure that these guys are in your deck before you try and resolve this. This is just a way of like getting Cardians on board just so you can play the game with your other Cardians. So if you don't happen to open one of your starter cards like this one or the cherries, then you can play this, special summon all these, and then if you have another Cardian in your hand, you can just start playing the game.
So it's basically you play 9 starter cards.
9 starter cards.
10 if you count Rhoda.
Yeah. 3 copies of Advanced Draw. So Advanced Draw like combos really nicely with this one as well. So you can special summon all the guys from your deck, and then you can tribute one of the big level ones to draw 2. So like you're drawing into your WINCON, the Exodia. It's pretty important. Allure of Darkness, because they're all dark and you want to see your starter cards as soon as possible. So this is just another way to just be, it's just a consistency base. That's all you have to say about it. You really want to draw your Cardian cards, your starter cards. Then I play 3 Desynchro. So like, this one is because with all the combos in the deck, you special summon this one a lot. And this one, once per turn, draw a card, reveal it. If it's a card, and you can special summon it. If not, you get to keep it. So it doesn't even matter what you top deck. You just have to show your opponent that they're getting Exodia this turn. So this is cool. It's also a tuner, so it has the ability where it changes everything to level 2, which is like super sick. So you can like special summon this, special summon like 2 Willows, get their effects off, synchro into another one. So you like obviously you play 3 of this, synchro into another one, then you desynchro it, get this back, use its effect again, use Willow's effect again, you just draw like tons and tons of cards. Like the amount of advantage you generate off that is just insane. So you just like get cards, and you just draw into Exodia. Then these are like the last few cards. You play like 2 monster reincarnation. So this applies like this is sort of just like a slightly worse version of the Reincarnation card. You just discard a card, get a Cardian back. You know, it just helps you extend. But also, if you happen to be really unlucky and get an Exodia piece in the graveyard off a Cardian effect, you just get it back with this. Yeah, that's it. That's all it's there for. Then Reborn, because yes, why not? And then Rhoda, consistency piece. Extra deck is pretty straightforward. Like, I don't make a lot of these cards.
They're just there for the sake of being there?
Most of the time. I mean, like, basically you play... There's a reason behind everything. Like, your Moonflower Viewing, obviously you just loop this like a bajillion times. You shuffle it back with Willow, you de-synchro it, and I think I worked out, it's something like the maximum amount of cards you can draw off this is like 24 or 26, just like in an entire game. So you just draw, this is 26 card draws. It's like, it's 13 pot of greeds.
I love going plus 25.
It's stupid. Then I played 2 of this Light Flare. So with Soul Charge gone, you can't make the ludicrous like triple Light Flare board anymore. So like this is pretty much the maximum amount you can expect to make in any one given game, which I did to beat this guy.
Yeah.
So like yeah, you make this, and then you you can like tribute this with another Cardian, try to make another one of these, and reborn this one, and this like do
like he did
a bajillion damage. This guy's just a negate on legs, and it's got Utopia the Lightning built in, and when it dies, it floats into another extra deck monster for no apparent reason. So this is the one you normally want to float into. Sometimes this one's just like there for if you get like unlucky and you can't extend into this one. So this one stops all your Cardians from being targeted or destroyed by card effects, which is cool. It's like super relevant against Sky Strikers, so they can't Widow Anchor this. Also, during your opponent's standby phase, you can burn them for 1500. So if you're in time, you just make this pass turn, and then standby phase 1500. End turn. But this is the one that you want to float into mostly with the big light flare, man. Then I played 2 Boardy Fly. So this guy is like got the same material requirements as the draw card, so rarely you want to make this, but it's like a Abyss Dweller on steroids. So you banish a Flower Cardian in your graveyard, then for the rest of your turn, and then your opponent's turn, they can't activate any effects in the graveyard, and they can't special summon from the graveyard. So if you expect that you're not going to be able to, like, if you're going first against Salamangreat, or even going second, and you expect that you're not going to be able to get there, then you make this so they can't Spinny, they can't Jack Jaguar, they can't, they literally just can't do anything. It's just...
So why do you play 2 of them?
Because it doesn't need to stay on the board. So you like make it once, and then like you can like synchro away with it. Sometimes if the game goes for a little bit longer, like if you get drolled and then they can't kill you, sometimes you might need to make another one. So I just put a second one in there just in case. Like the extra deck is so open in this deck. Like I just thought that was my thought. I just thought like. Just in case that comes up. It didn't, but just in case. Then I got some Link monsters. So I got like Wee Witch's Apprentice. So like if you're in a situation where like you're like whoopsie I can't extend, you can like make this. So like a lot of the Flower Cardian cards lock you into Flower Cardians, except for like Pine and Cherry. So if you can go like Pine Cherry and the Cherry sticks, but you got nothing else to do, you link them into this, and then like you hope that they kill it by battle or card effect, and then you get like one of your starter cards back and try and play next turn. Then I have this is only here in case I have to play through my own rivalry that I side. Like if I have rivalry on board, I can't make this, so I just make this instead. I don't have any equip spells. I rarely search anything with this because I want to use all my Cardian names. So this is just there because of the rivalry. Then I played Decode and Traffic Ghost. Neither of these came up. I thought this like may come up like just in case I run into a situation where I like need to have the 3 extra monster zones open. I don't know what I was thinking really. Like it was just 15th card. And playing Cardian in the past, this came up sometimes. So I was like, okay, neat. Common, yeah. I had an Ultra and a Common, and I thought the Common looked better. Now my side deck was like really bad. I'm gonna make a lot of changes to this in the future if I decide to play this again. 3 draw, just in case I have to go second against like the Danger Thunder deck and stuff. I like to be able to end their turn and then hopefully just try and resolve my win condition before they can. 3 Rivalry, which is cool because everything I have is a warrior, so I can always play through this. But going second and first like the Danger Thunder variant, I can set this. And I'm like drawing a ton of cards anyway, so I'm gonna like mostly be able to see this. Like I played a game online last night where I just like I drew into all 6 side deck cards. It's like super sick. Then I play 3 Twin Twister, going second versus the back row decks. I didn't use it at all. I drew into it, but the next card did all the work. The Maple with Beer. So this one's like, there's like this one and there's Boar. So like Boar and Maple, they non-target pop cards. Boar pops monsters, but I thought like playing Boar would suck because there's no monsters that I'd want to pop with it that aren't already protecting themselves. So I thought, whatever, I'll just play this one to get rid of back row, and it worked really nicely because like against Striker, I like resolved this 3 times to do their 3 back rows, and then I OTK'd them. It was interesting. This is a bit cheeky, so I thought like this deck's turns take a very long time, so I don't want to get to a position where I'm like still in my main phase and I've like comboed off and I can't reach my battle phase, so I play this just to get some damage in the battle phase. Joking, by the way. Joking. I wouldn't stall for time. Never. No, it's like it's unfortunate that this kind of thing is just something that they've instigated on themselves. Like stalling for time, like I would never stall for time, and I can't stall for time. I'm just gonna combo off, and if I'm stuck in my main phase, I'll burn them for 1,000. There you go. It's your fault, Konami, not mine.
Remember when this guy used to play Trickstar?
What's a Trickstar? And that's it, yeah, nothing else. This is my 45 card Exodia main deck. I drew into Exodia 7 times today, and if I didn't win by drawing Exodia, I won by killing them this turn.
Excellent.
Cool.
All right. Thank you very much. We'll talk to you later.